may actually say no, but that's okay, because not everybody is going to say yes to this opportunity. And that's okay, because we're only looking for the people that see this as a fit for them and when you're building your team. So you help them to do the same, and it's called the power of one. So if you sponsor one person in the first month, you have one person on your team. In the second month, your organization sponsors one person, but you also sponsor one. You have now a total of 3 people in your business. In the third month, those 3 people are going to sponsor 3. You'll sponsor one again. That's a total of 7. And in the fourth month, those 7 sponsor one, and you sponsor one, and you now have 15 people in your business. Now, if you understand AutoShip, you know that if they're all using 100-point AutoShip at a minimum, that's 100 times 15, or that's 1,500. And if you make 10%, you're going to make about $150. Well, you're not going to quit your day job just yet, are you? However, if you understand the leverage aspect of the power of one, take a look what happens in the next 4 months. Your organization in the 5th month sponsors 15. You sponsor one. You now have 31. In the 6th month, your team sponsors 31, and you sponsor one. You have 63. In the 7th month, those 63 sponsor one. You sponsor one. You have 127. And at the end of 8 months, your organization sponsors 127, all doing one at a time, and you sponsor one for a grand total of 255. Now, if they're all on AutoShip at 100 points minimum, that's now $2,550. Well, now we're talking about some serious income, because if you were to multiply 2,550 times 12, well, you're going to see that you're now making $35,000 a year, and it didn't take you very long. And that's just in getting started. That's just the AutoShip portion. We didn't want to talk about the fact that each and every one of those people activated with either one business center or 3. So you can see how the team grows and can grow quickly. Now, I know there's the skeptics in the audience that are saying, well, John, if it was that easy, everybody would be doing it. Well, it's not always that easy, because it's not always going to be possible for everyone to just recruit one person every month. That's a perfect world scenario. You know, and so what I'm showing you here is what would happen in a perfect world if everybody sponsored one person every month. But what if they did in half? Let's say half the people were able to recruit one person every month. That's pretty logical and pretty possible. Well, that puts you back at around 127 people. And again, if you do the math, you start starting to see that you're making some pretty good income. And if you were to roll out that 8-month period for another 4 more months, you'd see that there's a very significant size for your organization. Your team has grown exponentially. And again, take that into account that maybe only half, maybe a quarter of those people are at that point where they're doing something. What if your business at the end of a year was 1,000 people? 1,000 people all on AutoShip at 100 points. Well, you get the picture. You're now starting to make some serious income. And so it's about teaching duplication, the power of one. It is a magic number, the power of one. Teach people to sponsor one person a month, and teach them to do the same thing with their people, and your organization can soar. So it involves using a system. If you're not using a system, then you're going to be all over the map. It's like going on vacation, and you're going to take a vacation, a road trip, and you're going to go to, I don't know, Galveston, Texas, and you're going to do it without a map. Well, you might get there, but you may end up on a lot of different detours, and it might be adventurous, but it may take you a lot longer and be a lot more expensive than you thought, because you're going to have to spend more gas. You're not always going to be on the interstates. You might end up on toll roads. You might end up on broken down roads. You just don't know where you're going to be ending up. And so by using a system, it's less expensive. That's a big thing to take into account. Using a system is less expensive, not only financially, but in your time. The investment of time that you make. If you want to be a goal director in 12 months or 18 months, and you use a system effectively, then you are going to it's not going to be as expensive for you in the amount of time it takes to build that business. And so think about that. Using a system is actually going to make getting to where you want to go less expensive. Company systems. USANA has a phenomenal company system, and all of us should be familiar with it. If you're brand new, you should be starting to learn a little bit about it, and that's the e-apprentice. Now, we're not asking that you lock yourself in a room and that's all you do for the first little bit when you get started. What I encourage people to do is, take everything in bite-sized chunks. Start to learn a little bit, but get busy. Get busy building your business. Have productive activity. Don't be just busy, but have productive activity. Get to that process where you know you're going to start building your business, and that is those positive activities of building your list, prospecting, presenting, following up, and sponsoring. Now, Suzanne and I, of course, use the Being Laser Focused Activities, the book and the tracking system. It works. It's a simple system. Maybe the first time you look at it, you may feel a little intimidated, thinking, well, how do I make this work? But once you read through it and see how simple this system is, it really allows you to be laser focused in your activities. It keeps you on track, and it's less expensive than not following a system, but then not making yourself accountable. By not making yourself accountable, it's expensive. And so having a system is going to keep you on track. The USANA e-apprentice is a great system that starts you out in that path. The laser focus system is an accountability tracking system that is going to help you be accountable to yourself and others. And I'm going to use this word again, it's less expensive in the long haul, financially and in your time. Review activity results to support quick learning, and that's really what a system does. You can look very quickly and say, am I on track to my goals? Am I stuck somewhere? If I'm stuck somewhere, then I'm going to search somebody out and help me to get through this sticking point. Because if you have a sticking point anywhere in anything that you do, no matter how good in every other aspect you are, you will not get where you want to go. The sticking point is going to be like crazy glue. You're going to be so stuck there that it's going to start creating an obstacle that's going to be a 12-foot wall. So once you've identified a sticking point, and we all get them from time to time, once we've identified that, now we need to find a way to get unstuck. Maybe become a little bit better of an expert in that particular area. Maybe get some mentorship from somebody that's been there before. Whatever the case may be, there are ways to get unstuck, and the faster you can do that, the faster you'll build your business. Okay, so you're building your team, and things are going along, and one of the coolest parts about building team is that you can have a lot of fun, and you can celebrate. Celebrate. As you can see this small picture here for those on the web, it's a celebration of Vern and part of his team when he went gold. So it's just a few of his team members that came and celebrated Vern and Anne when they went gold. And so you can, first of all, in getting started in your business, when you make that decision to get started in USANA, in some respects, we should be already doing a celebration of achievement. I welcome people with open arms to our USANA family when they get started. Congratulate all of you for being on the call tonight, because that's an accomplished goal, especially in the summertime. I know that last week was a tough week for the people in the U.S. because it was Independence Day, and you know what? There were quite a few of you on the call, and that really is remarkable given the distractions that were pulling you in so many different directions last week. You didn't let that be the reason why you couldn't do this call. Instead, you had other aspects that were more important, and I really congratulate you for that. Great ways to celebrate with people today are the new social media forms. You've got Facebook, you've got Twitter, email. You can create your own e-cards from USANA and send those to people and really recognize people. And the recognition doesn't have to be because they hit a major level. The recognition can be that, Mary Jane just sponsored 3 preferred customers last week. Or Tony, made his sponsored his first person, or maybe Tony did his first 2 presentations, and you might want to send him a quick little email, say, hey, I really want to congratulate you on really getting out of your comfort zone and making those appointments last week. I know that that was a big step for you, and I know you can overcome all hurdles if you keep staying with it. So it's about motivating or at least inspiring people so that they feel motivated. And you can add to that by having flowers sent to someone when they really do accomplish something. Or the team gets together. As the team starts to grow, you get together, if you're local to each other, and you celebrate by having little potlucks, or you go to the company celebrations or the company convention. All of you on the call here, I hope every single one of you are going to USANA's 20th anniversary convention. It's going to be absolutely an amazing event. It's going to make all the other 19 seem like they were insignificant with regards to what they put into this event this year. This is going to be, as Suzanne always talks about, the cherry on top. It is going to be a fantastic convention, and it's going to inspire people like it's never done before. And so that's going to be a great way to celebrate and enjoy the company of people that are like-minded. And really spend the time celebrating your team, recognizing them for the little things. It's the little things that get, when they get recognized for, that make the big things seem even better. And so make sure that we're continually recognizing our team. Consistent team building.